the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. Just about set for football. Blake Grupe is ready to get us started.
And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
Here comes K.J. Osborne out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat! Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
70 Ranger! 70 Ranger! Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Come on,
2nd and 10.
Trap 50! Trap 50!
Back to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. A point after, good by Grupe. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Giants nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Room past the 35. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards the final tally. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doc.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Pete Werner. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Sets up 1st down and goal at the 10-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Riggs! Seven Pirates!
Here's White. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger! Buffalo 18! 60 Maverick! '79 Broncos!
They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And it's now 21-0.
Giants nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Waste of time. Do better than this.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mustang 19. Check go.
They'll drop to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Lightning 18. Ready.
Opting to run again here with White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Warriors 17.
No gain on the play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
7-yard line.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now this throw caught left side, and he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult 1st half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Pass caught here by Osborne. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
On the jump.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Here's White. They set up the screen. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Bobby Okereke in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Come 19! Come 19! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! Trap 50! Trap 50! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Let's go!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Let's go now.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Buffalo 18. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Let's go.
The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Go. Mustang 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Monty Rice in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now they're in the hurry-up.
And the Saints first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Steady.
Back to throw here. He'll buy some time right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Evans. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. The point after, good by Groupie. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Giants nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
18, pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, that's shorter. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
19 tight. Cup 19. Cup 19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That complete to Shorter. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw again. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. To give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. Here is 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll go up the middle with White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
And goal.
Ready.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Johnson. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Evans from 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken a 6-touchdown lead. The point after, good by Grupe. And it is 42-0.
Giants nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, ready. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about in pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
On the tackle, it was Dane Belton.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Warriors 70.
Looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
18 Rattlers. 19 Lions. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got it reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
The Saints on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Chris Godwin. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
That's complete to Slayton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL.
And now here is another interception. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 2nd and 6. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well,
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 60. Bronco 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Buffalo 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. From 6 yards away. And the Saints add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Groupie for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Giants nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
1st down pass. Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Here's Groupie for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63. Giants nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He gets this one to Johnson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Groupie for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Giants nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Osborne on the return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look?
And now here is another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line.
On the jump.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal.
Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth and goal. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back.
Got it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line.
the officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And the catch made by Johnson. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Yeah, he's got it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.